What is up, guys? Welcome to the new warehouse shop, whatever you want to call it. I think we're going to be calling this the studio because we already have the shop that's down in LaSalle, and then we already have the warehouse down in LaSalle as well. So we're going to go ahead and call this the studio from now on, I believe. But if you want to take a look, we already have the vet in here super temporarily. That was just because I had to do some stuff on the Escalade, and so I was moving some cars around. But as you see, we have a U-Haul trailer attached to the Escalade. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be starting here at the new location, which is about 2 hours away from the old one. We're going to be trailering the trailer back, and then we're going to be taking the Bosozoku car that's up at the other shop, trailering that back here, and now it's going to be here. First thing I got to do is I'm going to move this vet out. And then we're going to put the trailer on the trailer, the trailer down to get the Bozo car, and then we'll bring the Bozo car here. But yes, this is the first time most of you guys have seen this. I just post this on my Instagram, but you can see that it is pretty small. However, this is almost exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for a little bit bigger space. This is about half the space that I was looking for initially. However, this is kind of the only one that I could find. It was because of building zoning laws and stuff like that. Realistically, the only place I could get that was zoned to what I needed it to be was massive, because they were zoned to be like a body shop, and most body shops need an abundance of space, whereas I don't. I'm only ever really going to have 2 cars here. I should only really have the Miata here and the Cressida here. The vet's in here, like I said, just temporarily. I guess it'll be in here until the Miata comes back here. This is an oversized 2-car garage, which is really all I need, because the condo that I'm in only has underground public parking, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not really able to work there, and this is super close to my house, so now we'll be able to start making more and more content and put it out a lot quicker and just be able to make more, because now I have about 4 hours less of driving that I need to do in order to get to the other shop. But for the past 6 months, I've kind of been figuring a lot of stuff out with the new house and trying to figure out what I'm going to do regarding the shop and whatever else workspace. And so now we got this place. We have the capability of moving to a bigger spot if we need to. That's really only if I want to and I need to. I'd really like to keep the smaller space if possible, just because it's starting to get a little bit colder here, and in the winter times, it's going to be really expensive to heat. You know, and George knows too, who's behind the camera right now, that I like to keep my shop as warm as possible, pretty much at like a livable temperature.
T-shirts and shorts.
Yeah, the t-shirts and shorts in the winter time. And you saw that, I think he had it at like 72 or 74 in the old shop. And obviously, this place has heating, and we're gonna, heat it up in here. And essentially, the smaller the place, the cheaper it is to heat. And so is it's gonna be cheaper overall, just regarding not only utilities, but also in rent, which means that I'll have more money to be able to, do car stuff, which, here, this essentially is just, the whole reason I got this place is really just to be able to get the Cressida done. That is the main focus. After we get the Miata here and we get that thing sorted out, there's very few things I want to get done on that thing. Basically, the main focus is going to be the Cressida. We're going to get that done while we're here, and then other stuff might come in between. I'm not really sure, but that was basically the entire reason I got this place, because I want to get that car out of the way, and I want to be finished with it, and I at least want to get, that kind of sorted. I'm going to stop talking now, and we're going to move the Corvette, put the trailer on the trailer. Raised, because of the coilovers, hopefully we won't frame bang going up.
Oh yeah, good call.
I put it on the battery tender, and it starts up almost right away.
Nice.
Like how it did whenever I first got it.
Nice. We're back to normal.
And U-Haul, by the way, mistakenly gave us a brand new trailer, which is pretty funny. He was talking about how it's brand new, and me and George are kind of laughing inside. Only if they knew we did these things in the past.
Yeah, you wouldn't be giving us the new one.
Yeah. It's really only whenever we transport the Miata, but when we transport the Miata, these things usually get a little banged up.
Yeah.
for 2 cars, all my tools, and perhaps a little, I don't know what to call it, a boutique or something, where we might have some clothing here to purchase or whatever. But I think whenever we come back, we'll kind of talk about this space being not only public, but also kind of almost being like, not really a retail store, but having the availability to buy certain things here. And then, you know, whatever. But we'll talk about that whenever we come back. But for right now, we're just gonna head to the cell, pick up the Cressida, come back here, drop it off, get all the stuff that we need, and then we can talk some more. And then I guess I'll kind of touch on the fact that I said that I never wanted to get a shop, even though I already kind of had a shop. That other shop was really only because we got it and it was heated and it was winter and the garage that I had at the time wasn't heated, and so we were like, screw this, let's go work in a heated garage, even if it's, you know, an hour away. Now it's 2 hours away and it doesn't make sense for me to go down there. It's not really where I want to be, whereas this place is like 2 miles from my house and I can be here all the time. But anyways, let's get out of here. I forgot I gotta vlog it.
Wait, we don't have the ramps down. These might need to be out. Yeah.
We're just gonna let it go, you know?
Yeah, you know. Should probably get behind it, huh? Yeah. So plan of action. Get everything from there inside.
Yeah, pretty much we're just gonna stuff all the stuff we need into here, and then obviously drop this up onto the trailer and then take it from there.
Boy, do I have faith in your driving. What? You're good. Keep coming. Said, boy, do I have faith in your driving, because wait till you watch that on camera. Yeah. We're coming. Keep coming. Yeah. Yep, you're good. Still good. Still good. No, we're stuck on the pinch hold right now.
I have been in this position too many times before and not know how to do my
Jesus.
job.
Are you gonna put it over the hump? All right. You're good. Perfect.
Well, we're all loaded up and we're gonna go ahead and make the 2-hour journey back to the new shop and show this thing to its new home and see how much room we have to work around it. As you saw, kind of a pain in the butt to get this thing on. I really didn't think it was. I thought it was gonna be real quick, easy drive up. But driving it off is obviously gonna be a lot easier. I'll just gut it off and hope that the wheels don't wreck. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and trailer this back. As you see, we're back at the studio and we have the Cressida set up with the blocks and everything. So hopefully we can pull this thing off a little bit quicker than we put it on. Put this thing in its final resting spot for now. We're gonna try and push this thing as far back as possible, probably around this area. That way we have enough room for the vet for now and then later on in the hour.
Hey, whoa, shit. Oh! All right.
Keep going?
Yeah.
The front's gonna be good?
Yeah. Let me see the other wheel just to make sure. Yeah, you're good.
We'll smoke it. Welcome to a new chapter in this channel. We are moving for probably about the third time now. A lot of the moving has just been because I've been figuring a lot of stuff out now that I moved here to Illinois. But now I have my house now, and now I have my shop that's relatively close. But as you can see here, there is plenty of room for two cars. It's essentially an oversized two-car garage, which is really all I need. There's plenty of room up front here if you want to use some chairs or whatever. If you want to, have a little meet or something, which we might have in the future or something. We might, again, have like some apparel or something up here. But that won't be here, so we'll have the Miata, which is a little bit shorter, so we'll have even more room. But as you can see, the main point here is walking room on one side, working room on another. Obviously, we'll move the cars if we need to work on the other side or whatever, but main point is there's enough room to work on both sides if you need to. It's just there's not a ton of room. I really don't want to get too far ahead of myself. This is really all I need for now, and if I need to go bigger, I can get a bigger shop in this same area. It's just there's no happy medium. I tried to get a shop a little bit bigger than this. I think I said that previously, but it just didn't work out for that one. So I had to either get this or a shop that was way too big for me, and I'd rather start with this, see how this goes, and then if I decide I want to move bigger, then I would do that. But as we walk around the car, you see that it's not like we have a ton of room. I'm not gonna lie, this space is small, but it is as big as I need. Plenty of room to work around. I don't need any more room than this to work on a car. And then there's plenty of room on the other side if you need to jack it up or whatever, or you just center it and you can work on both sides. It's wider than I had, the space in my garage whenever I was at San Diego, and I was able to do a motor swap in there. I was able to do the whole subframe drop to be able to change the oil pan on the other Miata. So this is more room than I had there, and it's perfect for me, at least for now. We still have plenty of space here for whatever, if I'm going to work on the front of this thing. You see, there's plenty of room around here. It's not like I need to, do anything crazy. Obviously, we can move cars out if we need a bunch of floor space for anything. And then back here, we have kind of this general space where we will have something here. Hopefully, something different than this. This is kind of just all thrown in here and slightly organized for now. I'm not sure how soon we'll get something to kind of clean this up a little bit, but we'll see. I was going to paint the walls, but I think I decided against that. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here. I have a year lease, but it doesn't mean that I won't leave sooner than that to go to a bigger place. So I don't know if I want to spend the money to paint the walls. It's going to be like $400 at least, and it'll be all right. And I don't know. I don't think it's really worth it. There's ample lighting in here. It's plenty bright, as you can see. We may do something along the walls to try and do some kind of decor, but obviously I just moved here. I am officially, I've officially been here for 1 week now, and a lot of it's just been moving stuff around, getting all the paperwork together, and just really hectic. And soon enough, we will be getting back to work on the Bosozoku car. A lot of you guys have been commenting about the Bosozoku car and when it's gonna come back, if I've scrapped it, which is completely ridiculous. This car will get finished, and that, again, is almost the entire point of getting this here shop. The Miata doesn't need a ton of work, and I don't really work on that thing all that much, but as you've seen lately, we've been getting a lot of stuff done on that. the Corvette's pretty much done. Realistically, this is my only project, and we just need to bang this thing out over the next year and get it 100% done, really nice and clean. We have a few things we need to get done before we can put on the flares, but we are so close to doing that. So I'm super excited to start working on this thing again. This is like my favorite project, and I can't wait to continue work on it and really continue doing the stuff that's really exciting, like all the aero and everything else, which we are really close to doing. So I know I talked about this place being public and having the option to buy some apparel here, and I wanted to talk about that for a second real quick. Yes, I'm gonna have this address public, and that is because I want people to be able to come here, see the Miata, and see the Cressida. It's not gonna be live yet. It'll be live once I get the Miata here, and once it kind of gets dressed up a little bit, and once it's kind of a nicer place to be. But I know a lot of people, they say that they're coming into Chicago for some reason, or they're local to me and they want to see the Miata, and because I don't really go to that many shows and I don't really go to that many meets, people don't really get to see the car. But a lot of people want to see the car, they want to come, they want to hang out, and you know, I have a lot of friends that are by it all the time. And so I think it would be kind of a cool idea for me to allow you guys to come and see the cars in person. And you know, I think that's something that a lot of YouTubers kind of stray away from, which I did for ever up until basically now, or up until I had the other shop. The problem was the other shop was basically out in the middle of nowhere, and really no one came out anyways because of that. But now that this is a little bit more local and it's pretty cool, and it's pretty close to Chicago, I'm sure we'll get a lot more people coming by. The reason I didn't have any of the addresses public is obviously because the addresses were basically my house, with the exception of the one shop that was out in the middle of nowhere. So this place not being at my house obviously is an advantage, and I don't mind essentially strangers coming by and, you know, taking a look at the cars. But I think one major thing, because the Miata will be here and the apparel will be here, I think we'll do something kind of fun where it's like, if you buy a shirt or a hat or something, you know, I'll give you a ride in the Miata if you want me to. Or if you come by with merch that you previously purchased, then I'll do the same. Obviously, you don't have to. You can come by, you can do whatever you want. But I think that would be kind of a fun way to, you know, just do a little bit more community interaction. And I really don't mind people coming by and seeing my work. I think it's actually kind of fun. And I actually encourage it. Anyways guys, I think that is going to be it for today's video. I know a lot of it was a lot of talking, but I needed to explain a lot of things. I know you guys will have a lot of questions. I hope I answered the majority of them. Anyways guys, that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and peace out.